weather report here on the PA system. It's gonna thunderstorm, guys, gals, and pals. So, what we're gonna do what we always do here at Camp Die, we're gonna go on the field and get it all muddy, and we're all gonna be muddy. But make sure that you go by H back into the shower house to clean yourselves up. We don't want anyone being trampled over while they're in the shower house, which is a strange artifact of that it was just like fine in the 70s, and it wasn't weird that everyone was just showering together. and we're children. It's fine. So, make sure to watch out for your other friends when they're going to the shower house to clean off the mud. And also, there are teeth in the mud on the field, so watch out while you are sliding. That's John's Bones with your weather report. Watch out for thunderstorms.
Did you say teeth? Did you say teeth?
What?
Huh?
Yeah?
What? Huh?
Huh?
Like in the way that bedrock is the teeth of the earth, or just like loose teeth?
Bedrock is the teeth. Hold on, I gotta unpack that one. Bedrock is the teeth of the earth.
Think about it.
Amanda, I really appreciate you taking the heat off of me by saying that.
What is the layer beneath the bedrock? Is that just the bones of the earth?
The gums.
Well, I know that teeth aren't attached to your skull, but it feels that way. It's like it's like bones from just the very inside, which is the skeleton, are just coming out to the top somehow. And that's what bedrock is like.
Yes.
It should be covered by the earth, which is the duvet on top of the bed. But instead, the bedrock is out.
Not to mix metaphors, but the bedrock is the blanket lining and teeth of the earth.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Everyone just think about how your teeth are bones you can see.
Yeah.
Everyone just think about that for a second.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And Carrie-Ann writes in her notebook, teeth, underline, underline, underline. She has like a very thick spiral notebook that she's divided into alphabetical sections. And under F for field, as well as a cross-reference under I for inclement weather, she is writing about watch out for teeth when mudsliding, going in order. She's making her own handbook about the camp because
Incredible.
Who knows what documentations existed before her.
Carrie-Ann, when you find those teeth, can you share them so I can look them up in my book and just see where they're from?
Oh, definitely.
Cool, thanks.
Also, like, make sure that they're actually teeth and not just, like, weird-looking rocks, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not really clear if this is like a metaphorical or a biological teeth situation, but in both cases, in terms of like health and safety, I think it's really important. So I'll just make sure they don't, expose the skin of any of our campers, and you guys can go ahead and investigate. That'd be fun.
Okay.
Thanks.
As you are all discussing teeth, there is like a sizable group of campers that are kind of just staring over at the three of you. They're like, are they talking about teeth? What are those CITs doing?
Has anyone stepped on a tooth today?
They all just kind of look at you and clam up.
No, you're not in trouble. If you need us, we're here.
And they all run away.
Okay.
They heard me. They know.
It's true. Hey, I heard we have some birthdays, and by birthdays I mean level ups that we want to talk about here on the podcast.
Happy level up to you. Happy level up to you.
Happy level up to you. Happy level up to level 2.
Fuck. That's good. Fuck.
Feliz cumpleaños, level up. All right, who's leveling up here?
Me.
Not me.
Tell me about it.
This is my second level up, and I'm going to take an improvement to cool. So I go from 1 to 2, which is my maximum.
Dang.
And that applies to act under pressure and help out.
Sick.
Oh, man. Carrie-Ann's so juicy with stats.
Mm-hmm.
Help out's very helpful, so thank you.
You're welcome.
You just grab Carrie-Ann and squeeze her, and just like juice comes out like a sponge. So juicy.
Gross.
And I'll go, I'm helping.
You said it, Eric. It's your gross. All right.
It's still gross. I still agree.
I also leveled up, and I chose to take another move from my playbook, and I took a move called Occam's Broadsword.
Ooh.
And the effect is, when you first encounter something strange, you may ask the keeper what sort of thing it is. They will tell you if it, or the cause, is natural, an unnatural creature, a weird phenomenon, or a person. And I gain +1 going forward dealing with it.
Cool.
And Eric, we talked about the sort of like rules and sandbox of this, if you want to.
Yeah, so it's the first time that you see like a particular weird thing. So for example, if you saw Conway in their Kelpie form, you would not be able to do this because you've already seen them. But the +1 forward, this is very much like the moves urging you to do story things is kind of the way Monster of the Week works. So the way that it's worded, it +1 to dealing with the thing. I think that you only get +1 forward if you like do immediate action and deal with it in like a tangible way.
Yeah. So like if I tried to put the Kelpie in a net or something.
Yeah, like if you want to catch something, if you want to fight something, if you want to save someone, you got to like act on it immediately.
Cool.
Do you also get an actual broadsword, Brandon, or is that just part of the name?
I do, but it's the size of a razor, so it's a really small sword.
It's funny.
It's just a lot of Les walking into Scooby-Doo episodes and unveiling like monsters to be like the farmer from the beginning of the episode.
That's
Classic.
Greg. That's a farmer. That's Daphne in the mask.
And that's a fog that'll steal your soul.
Ooh.
It's gonna be a lot of Brandon being like, "Hey Eric, is that guy in a costume?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it is."
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's Jim Cummings doing a Cajun accent.
All right, wonderful. So it is. Do you guys all live in the same? I guess if we never talk about this, do you all live in the same cabin? Do you think that there are like CIT cabins? What do you think?
I feel like there's maybe like, so each of the cabins is split into age groups, right?
Yeah, like for the campers.
So I picture almost like a alcove for the CITs who are working with that specific group of campers.
Yeah, wouldn't there be like wouldn't we be near our group of campers that we're working with? I don't know how this works in real life.
So sometimes, like, you would have specialty staff would be live-ins in cabins. So, like, you would have, like, one of the swim staff would live, like, to help, like, supervise when they're not doing swim staff stuff. Like, there would be a live-in for that cabin. And, like, the CITs, when I thought about CITs, they were kind of like their own age group.
Gotcha.
Or that was the way that we dealt with it, is, like, the oldest age group were also the CITs, so I'm kind of changing that a little bit for us. So I thought that, like, either there would be, like, all of the CITs would live together in, like, a divided bunk.
That makes sense.
Or you could live with the camp. But I think the CITs here, though, all the CIT cohorts kind of, like, do everything. So it might be a little bit different.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Okay. Maybe we have a cabin where we all live, and I like just the word alcove and also all it implies. And so maybe it was, it used to be used for something else, and so we have almost like not exactly rooms to ourselves, but like little nooks with like a little curtain,
Ooh,
or maybe
that's
like a bunk
nice.
bed with a desk under it.
Yeah.
So we have graduated to a little bit of personal space.
More privacy than the rest of the campers get.
Yeah.
And there's a big sign above the door that says "No commingling."
I do like that. I remember from my camp, there used to be a judo hut where it was like just a hut that had like a lot of, like the gymnastics pads on the floor where they taught judo.
Oh, I bet it smelled.
But then they turned it into a boys' cabin because they needed it because there were more
And
campers.
people just weren't doing judo anymore.
I like the idea that it was like a building for something else that
Yeah.
then got turned into the CIT cabin.
That's really good.
I think it was very funny.
I like that.
Yeah. What was? I wonder what the old thing was.
It might just be the judo hut.
Judo,
That's very
yeah.
funny.
The judo hut.
Why not?
Maybe one of the people that works at the camp now used to be the judo instructor, and they were hired originally to be the judo instructor, but now they just have like a cooking assistant job or something,
Wonderful. I'm gonna write that down. The head of cooking is also used to be the judo guy.
So is that
Oh no, it's Springer. No, it's not
Springer.
Springer. It's like there's like an activity is cooking.
okay. So like teaching cooking and like campfire cooking and stuff.
Yes, exactly.
Not in charge of cooking for the camp.
That's really good.
All right, you guys are going to judo chop your carrots next. I think judo's defensive. I don't think there's any
Yeah,
chopping,
yeah,
but
It's so funny. It's like it used to just be the shed, and now that there's still all of the gymnastics pads in the corner.
We just throw each other against them.
Yeah, they never moved it. It's just in the corner, but there's also like a ton of bunk beds in there too.
Yeah.
And there's definitely holes in the wall, right?
100%.
Oh yeah. No, the roof. There's like a little steam vent between the roof and the wall. It just ends. There's just a few inches to let the smell out and let the air in.
Gross.
But I mean, I imagine like we have used those mats. Like that's what we use to make the partitions. If it was a judo hut, then it's probably a big open room, right?
Sure.
And so maybe we use those mats and we've like rigged them up to the rafters, to make like kind of room dividers. But probably at least a couple of times during the summer, we just pile them all to the middle of the floor and jump off the bunk beds, and like dive onto them.
Yeah, that's fun.
100%.
Absolutely.
How many mats do you want to jump on? I can do 3. Well, I can only do 2.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try 1. Don't do 1. That's going to kill you.
My bones are brittle. I need 4.
Dougie Juice wakes everybody up in the morning by jumping off of all of the mats stacked on top of each other onto a whoopee cushion.
Dougie, please. Dougie, no.
Get up, nerds! Time to wake up! I'm going on a run! See you later! My knees are shot because I grew too much too fast. Hey, Les. Hey, Bud.
Hey, what up?
How you feeling? Now that you know monsters are real, what's up with that?
Well, he spent his entire life sort of trying to confirm that they are real and has never really had a strong piece of evidence and never really seen anything like straight on directly in the eyes to eyes realm.
Mm-hmm.
But now he has. So I think he's a little panicked. It's like that thing where you like, it's like a dog catching his own tail, Like you work yeah, what do I do with his tail now?
Now I'm imagining Les has a tail and he's holding it.
So I think like his first thought is like, fuck, do we need to like get protection for ourselves? Like, what if I run into one of these things again? Like, I don't know what to do. I have information, but I don't know how to like protect myself and the campers from these things.
For sure. I think Les has been like obviously fretting about this. You're just walking around camp and you're just like, what if a werewolf attacks? What do I do?
Yeah, I'm just like mumbling to myself, what if werewolves? What if werewolves?
There's a very loud knock on the judo hut door. Just like slam, slam, slam. As the lightning strikes and there's thunder behind it.
Bed inspection. I knew this would happen. Quick, hospital corners.
In my head, there's a doorbell on this cabin that says, "Hiya!" as you press it.
It's very good.
Oh, no.
The door slams open and there's another crack of lightning and you see a 7-foot tall figure silhouetted in the door. It says,
Werewolf!
It's the highest Les's voice has gone
I know.
in like 3 years.
Les, buddy, you know how you told me to tell you if your voice cracks that was one of them.
Oh yeah, thanks.
and from the door, from the large silhouette, you hear, "Can I talk to Les quickly?"
Phoebe and I make eye contact.
And I noticed that it's
assistant. Yeah, this is assistant director Z.
Z. Yeah, Z. Here or in public site, or should we just make sure in front of everyone?
Ooh, they're gonna have to go somewhere private. No, we're not.
That's illegal.
Just, I didn't say that. Everyone here is the one who's making.
I know. I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to everyone here.
Phoebe gently raises her hand and is like, "Is Les in trouble?"
No, Phoebe. Also, Phoebe, I know during the orientation we said raise our hands. You don't need to raise your hand anymore.
We were just in a group setting and I had a question, so I just raised my hand because that's what I was conditioned to do.
Good job, Phoebe. That was smart.
Okay, Phoebe, we'll work on that. I'll set up some self-actualization classes in a little bit. Though it's fine.
Okay.
Phoebe, let's go untuck Jenny's top sheet corners. That way she gets in trouble.
I don't think that that's what he's here for, but like if you want to do that, we can.
Thank you, I would.
I want to be very clear. I am not here to look at anyone's beds. That's not what I'm here to do. You're all putting this on me. I just want to talk to Les really quickly.
Carrie-Ann opens her notebook and crosses out in under B for bed inspections.
To be fair, you do have that kind of presence, just like the you're in trouble presence. That's just kind of your vibe.
The only person who's in trouble here is someone who doesn't feel like they can talk to me, Assistant Director Z.
Phoebe is immediately like, "Oh shit, I'm in trouble."
Les, you could just come out here. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah.
I'm right behind you. I'm gonna grab a hoodie and trail out after.
I think you're just like huddled underneath the kind of like the small overhang in front of the door of the CIT cabin / judo hut, which Assistant Director Z's head is like brushing up against the top of it, and like the majority of him is just soaked in rain. But he seems okay with it. He's still, even though you've been 6 foot tall since you were 9 years old, you still get to bask in the overhang of this giant man.
In Les's head, he mentally checks off a list. He's like, all right, Assistant Director Z cannot be any form of monster that can't get wet. Check.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm wearing extra waterproof. I have an extra waterproof jacket that keeps me protected from the rain.
I wasn't worried.
Okay. Well, yeah, I did see you write down that I'm waterproof and I can't. I'm concerned.
I said it mentally.
Less I'm concerned. I saw you mentally note me. Less I'm concerned. Your fun-loving attitude has changed a little bit over the last few days, and I wanted to check in with you.
What? No!
It's things like this where I've never heard your voice go that high before, and I've heard it go high multiple times over the last few minutes. So I just wanted to check in with you to make sure that you're doing all right, because it's my sole responsibility to defend the emotions of my CIT and staff members.
Honestly, can I be honest with you? ADZ?
Always.
Well, I realized recently that I don't have any way to defend the campers in case I run into a bear or anything else in the woods. I just have my walking stick.
That's a good point. We definitely don't want any bears around harassing any of the campers, and I think that's a good thought to have.
I was watching. Have you seen the great history show called Alone before?
Yes, it comes off. It comes on after Forged in Fire. Yeah. That's my favorite television show because I love seeing the different ways that people can make things that will hurt things.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
About the human ingenuity. It's about the human condition. Don't worry about the other thing I said.
Yep. The human condition is about iron. Well, in Alone, I heard and saw that black bears can make really weird sounds, and they're very fast, and I think there's probably black bears here, and, I'm a little scared of them.
Is there anything else you're concerned about?
Well, Springer said that we were low on bacon in the mess hall, and that's a little worrying to me, because I like to put the bacon in the waffle.
First of all, I want to point out that you're the reason why we're low on bacon. Fine, but also self-created problems. Like a lot of our problems, we create them ourselves. Is there anything going on at home?
Bacon pancakes. Sorry.
Okay, is there anything going... I know you're just speaking because you're nervous. Is there something going on at home or in your personal life that is happening here? Because I just want you to be able to feel like you can open up to me and that we can get down to the root of what the issue is. Is there something else you're concerned about in yourself or in the woods or in the woods of yourself?
Whoa.
Meta.
How much does ADZ know about, like, the big obvious things, like the robot in the... I guess he wouldn't know about that because it went underwater, right?
Maybe he did pull Jane away.
That's true.
And did see some of that stuff, but I don't know if Les knows. Let me give you two obvious points. One, adults are stupid and don't believe in monsters and stuff. On the other hand, he is the assistant director of this camp.
Yeah. ADZ, can I level with you again?
It still stands, my man.
Okay. Well, first I'm a little bit concerned about my second cousin, once removed, Carrie-Ann.
What?
Remember that when we're like second cousins?
Oh, yeah.
She's been making a lot of notes in the notebook, and I am concerned that she's not really experiencing camp in the way that she hopes to intend to experience camp, as opposed to just like writing about camp, you know?
Sure.
Damn, Brandon. Rich
Wow.
But on the other hand, do you think that like monsters are real? Because I do, and I have this book that says they are, and I'm scared that they are.
I do think monsters are real, and it's something we need to be aware of.
Are you one of them? You're taking way too long to answer this question.
I think Assistant Director Z makes a face at you in only the way that like a teenager says something blunt to you that like you wouldn't say in conversation. Like, hey, how's the divorce, Diane? Fine?
Yeah, exactly.
Like he just makes like that screwed up face. Like, I can't believe you just said that in a conversation with a person.
AGZ, I'm sorry. Clearly you're wet. Most monsters don't like to get wet. I'm sorry.
Famously, monsters don't like to get wet.
I am concerned about the monsters that we have here at camp. And no, I do not consider myself to be one of them, because the real monsters are those who don't listen to each other
Friendship.
and support
yes.
support each other here at camp. You know, if there's something you're concerned about, if you're worried about defending camp, I know that you're very handy. I've been talking to Frankie, and I think that there is something that I can help you with. I used to have. Well, how would he characterize this thing?
Are we just going to ignore the fact that this man says, I don't consider myself a monster?
I know!
I used to have a weapon for protection that I used to have in camp. It was a net gun. It was very cool. I'll be honest with you, I miss it very much because it's awesome. I had it during staff week. I don't remember where it is, but if you do find it, you feel free to make that yours. And if you can find my net gun, that's fine.
Yeah. Thank you. I'll take a look for it. And real quick, think fast. And can I flick a silver coin at this man real quick?
Yeah, sure. I'm sure you have that in your monster tracking gear, right?
Right, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, he snatches it out of the air. And he's like, is this what the kids are doing? I feel like I'm being pranked.
It's a challenge coin, and I challenge you to have the most fun you can at camp.
I will. And he looks at it and he puts it in his pocket.
Great. Can I have that back, actually?
That's not how challenge coins work.
I'm very overwhelmed, but I called a weapon cool to you, and then you threw a coin at me.
Here, AGZ, it's not really a weapon.
It's protection from bears. It's protection
defensive.
from bears.
It's defense. I would even if it's a monster, I'm never going to actively hurt a thing. I'm only going to try to protect myself from it, and it's from itself, and maybe learn more about it, you know?
Well, please don't fire them at monsters, because we can just talk to them and figure out what the root problem is from people who we feel like don't listen to our feelings. So please don't shoot the net gun at monsters, just at bears and various and other types of wildlife.
100%. Thank you.
It's only if you're in that. But yes, if you find it, you are more than happy to have that on your person.
I will be more than happy to take that. Thank you.
Well, okay, here's your coin back.
And then Les's hand singes a little bit? Oh
no. Just stay cool, Les. It doesn't help anyone for you to get stressed out if you're the one in a situation that can help them the most.
Thanks. Yeah.
He gives you a real strong dad pat on the shoulder, and you take one harm, and your shoulder gets okay. Oh, you know what? While you're all here, if cohort C is still here, I would really love it if all of you could run something down for me.
Yeah, come on in, and I'm gonna hit the doorbell to gather everyone.
Yeah.
Team friendship.
Yes. Hashtag the best friends.
They open the door, and then Carrie-Ann and Phoebe are like by Jenny's bed, like. And it looks fine. It looks good, but it's not hospital corners. And they're like,
I switched it to go like under instead of over, and I'm like,
that's so embarrassing.
If Cohort C could go check out the Flycatcher cabin, the nice one, it seems like they're having a furniture issue. Can you just look into it and see if there's something we need to do there? If they're missing a bed, if they need more beds, they weren't very clear in the requisition form that we got from the staff members. So it would be wonderful if you could check that out.
Phoebe raises her hand again.
Phoebe, yes.
Are we Cohort C?
That's your Cohort C, yes.
We're the best friends. Is that the same thing?
Oh, that's officially your name?
That's what we were
Yes.
told.
Ah, okay. The best friends, please check out the nice Flycatcher cabin, please.
Okay.
I will. And Assistant Director Z,
Everyone needs to stop raising their hand. Why you could just if we're not in a meeting, it's fine.
it is an audio medium, and so no. Assistant Director Z, if we need to, is it okay if we go into like the crawl space and the storage from the plays and stuff? I know that there's some like furniture down there. Like, is that where we should get it from if they do need something new?
Yeah, Carrie-Ann, why don't you do your initiate move, and then Phoebe, give me your premonition roll.
Great. I rolled a 7 + 2 for a 9.
Okay.
And I've got a 7 + 0, so I get a mission associated with our mystery. If I do it, I'll get some info or help. And if I don't, I get into bad standing again.
Right. You have the mission, and then what is yours? What's your middling roll, Julia?
I get clouded images of something bad that is yet to happen. Mark experience if you stop it.
Phoebe.
Never good when Eric
Phoebe,
says your name and laughs.
Phoebe, you are struck by an image of campers going to their respective shower houses covered in mud. And then all of a sudden they turn on the shower heads, and it's like horror movies zoom in on the shower heads, and just like green goo just comes out of the shower heads covering all the campers.
Ugh.
And everyone screams, and then you're back in the present.
Something wrong with the water?
What?
Phoebe, are you okay?
Totally. Yes. I think, like, utility-wise, you know how, like, sometimes, like, I've read this in books, you know how sometimes, like, bad storms can make the water systems bad?
Yeah.
I think we should, like, double-check that, too. Like,
The septic tanks.
yeah, I'm very worried about, like, the septic tanks.
I didn't know you were so into plumbing. That's cool.
My uncle's a plumber.
Really? Oh, cool.
What's his name?
Luigi?
Oh.
I can't stop you from following your bliss. If you want to look at the septic tanks, please go ahead. That's fine.
Thank you so
just
much.
if you could just figure out the requisition there. And
Do you? Sorry, AGZ. Do you have the form that they filled out?
oh yes, yeah, absolutely. He hands over a creased, wrinkled, covered in mud, and also it smells like Abercrombie and Fitch perfume as well.
Oh, I didn't think that AGZ would be into Abercrombie and Fitch perfume.
No, it's
but
not.
here
It
we
is
are.
not his. It is not his.
I'm just picturing 11-year-olds packing, like, Body by Abercrombie cologne for camp. Oh, God.
Yeah. And Assistant Director Z hands the requisition form over to Carrie-Ann and says, Carrie-Ann, I would also like if you could do an assessment of the counselors of this cabin. It seems like that they're not holding up their end of their duties as members of staff here, and I would really like to make sure that you get a full assessment of what it seems like. I can't undercover boss myself because I'm 7 feet tall.
That would be hard.
So it would be if you could be my eyes and ears there, that would be very helpful.
Carrie-Ann is openly weeping and says, I would love nothing more. I will have this report to you by the end of the day.
Great, thank you. All right, well, everyone have a good day. Stay dry as much as you can. I'm going to take care of things.
What?
All right, see you later.
So specific.
God, I want to be him.
Another crack of lightning flashes as he runs into the storm.
Hey, it's Amanda. We just got out of a heat wave here in New York City, as in many other parts of the world. And there is no time of the year where I walk outside my door and I feel a temperature of like 78 or 80 degrees Fahrenheit and think, lovely, than the day after a terrible heat wave. So I did that this morning, and normally I walk out of my house and it's 80 degrees and I think, oh my God, not again. But this time in particular, I was like, you know what? Welcome. At least you're not 90. So welcome to the Midroll. Those shorts look great on you. We are so excited to welcome our newest patron, Shayna. Thank you for joining the hundreds of people who pledge a little bit of money each month to support independent art that they really enjoy. We are really enjoying making all kinds of stuff, never more stuff for the patrons than we are right now. That includes party planning every other week. You can get the audio of that for $5 a month or the video for $10. There's ad-free episodes now at $8 a month for all of the Camp-Paign and all episodes going forward, and so much more. Join us today at patreon.com/jointhepartypod. And did you know that we are streaming on Twitch every week? Seriously, the Join the Party team sees way more of each other than we ever have, and it's freaking awesome because we get to let loose and have so much fun in our side quests. This is where we, the Join the Party hosts, and sometimes friends, build side quests based on audience prompts. You get to watch as we take your suggestions to build settings, items, plot hooks, NPCs, all kinds of stuff for you to use in your side quest, or even maybe a whole campaign of your own, or just to spectate and enjoy the jokes. There's interactive visuals, and you should join us. It's so much fun every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. There are weeks and weeks worth of videos for you to enjoy at twitch.tv/JTP side quests. The link is also in the description of every episode. Join us on Thursdays on Twitch. It is a great day to check out another show in the Multitude Collective. I think you'd like Horse, which talks about the world of basketball and all of the stories and drama and personalities that make up basketball around the world. Right now, the NBA is not in session, but the WNBA has so much going on, and hosts Mike Schubert and Adam Mamawala want you to know how fun basketball is and know that it's never too intimidating to join. There's no such thing as not knowing enough about basketball to like basketball. And there's more than 100 episodes of the show for you to catch up on now. Go to horsehoops.com or search for the word horse in your podcast app. And yes, the first show that comes up will be about basketball. Today, we are sponsored by Tavour. This is the app for fans of craft beer because you get to choose new and exciting beers from breweries all over the place and get them shipped right to your door. When you sign up in the app, you get to choose kinds of beers you're interested in, including 2 new beers daily. It's honestly dangerous to enable notifications from Tavour because every time I open it, I'm like, I do want to try that. You basically add them to your own personalized crate, aka you buy the beer then and there, and then whenever you want, you can have the whole thing shipped to you. So when you clear out your fridge, or when you are stocking up for a party, or when you are going on vacation and want to get a bunch of cool craft beers from all over the place shipped to where you're going, you should do it. It is much more cost effective than buying and shipping one-offs. And lots of times the craft breweries that I want to support in other states have a shipping minimum, which makes total sense. But I don't know if I want more than one of this weird new beer that I want to try. Tavour truly fills a need for me and so many of my friends. You can download it on the Apple or Google Store. Look for Tavour, Tavour. And by the way, you can use the code Join the Party for $10 off after your first order of $25 or more. And finally, a word from our sponsor, BetterHelp. This is the way I access therapy because getting into an in-person therapist who was affordable for me, taking new patients, had openings in their schedule that fit with my work week, and was someone I just jived with was really, really difficult to do in person. And I live in a huge metro area. I live in New York City. And it is so important to take care of your mind however makes sense to you, whether that is incorporating, some kind of meditation or movement or hobby or thing you do just for joy, joy, for fun, spending time with others, doing your faith, whatever it is that makes you feel like you are not just kind of existing, but living and enjoying yourself. Gosh, that's so important. For me, therapy is a huge part of it because I get to take some time to talk about things that I might want to ignore that make me feel a little bit weird or uncertain or nervous. And when my coping mechanism is to ignore the thing that makes me nervous, guess what? It just makes me more and more nervous over time. So I really appreciate that I get to meet with my therapist on my own time via phone or video chat or even live chat sometimes. And it's all through BetterHelp. I also got to switch therapists a few different times until I found someone I really jive with, whose name is also Amanda. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/join the party. That's BETTERHELP.com/join the party. And now back to the show. Les?
Carrie-Ann, Phoebe. Wait, guys.
Oh yeah, what's up?
Okay.
Circle up, circle up.
Yeah.
Did you guys get a look at his teeth? Were they still sharp?
I didn't re-look at his teeth because I have seen his teeth.
And they're still sharp?
I mean, I think so.
Or are they different? They didn't change.
I didn't note that there was a change, and it's not like the keeper also noted that, like, suddenly now they weren't sharp.
No, that's good, because, like, if they change... If they change, so that would mean that like he had ability to like manipulate the teeth, and that would mean he's a monster.
Yeah. Is there anything in your book, Les, about
Yep.
gods of storms or thunder? Because the fact that like lightning struck and thunder played when he came in and left, makes me think that maybe, you know, there might be something there. There's no roof. The roof doesn't connect to the walls in this cabin. So I heard your conversation. Sorry. Okay.
What was the point of going outside then?
Okay, hold on. Hang on. And Les is going to open his book, and he's like, all right, we got ball lightning, we got various weather phenomena, weather.
We got Baal, the god of lightning.
There's ghost lightning that only happens when someone dies. There's lightning that foretells the future. There's a big storm that's put together because everyone hates you, and it's a manifestation of you feeling like you're ostracized.
Phoebe feels real sad all of a sudden.
The only thing I see is the Great Thunderstorm of Winecombe and the Moor in Dartmoor, Kingdom of England, from 1638. Have you guys heard of that one?
No, and I think it might be a little too too ancient for the director, but okay, no, good
Yeah.
looking out.
Well, they did think it was like ball lightning in the church that killed a bunch of people, and like people thought it was like the devil, you know, like
Wow.
That sucks.
So, who knows? But yeah.
Is there anything like in your book about like slime?
Slime.
You flip to the end and there's like an appendix and it's slime and it's on like 200 pages.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you might need to be more specific, like, but I can start reading.
Okay.
So I do actually, I wanted to pull from my list of fun, spooky things that I made.
Sure.
But I do actually want to look at my book to see if I know anything about lightning phenomenon, especially in this area, or like related to the time of day or anything like that.
Yeah, I think from what you know about weather is just like there are thunderstorms all the time at camp, and mudding and sliding in mud is always a big deal. Like, you know, kids never get the chance to get dirty in their real lives, so they just do it. So there are thunderstorms all the time, and they come and go really fast because it's summertime, and that's how it do.
What if I cross-reference sharp teeth with lightning?
Now you're thinking less.
Interesting. Well, Frankie supposes that the entire camp used to be underwater, and these are from ancient giant water creatures that were swimming all over the field.
I share that page of the book with my CIT friends here.
It's like you look up ancient megalodon, and it's like megalodon at the field of camp?
Question mark?
This is amazing. Carrie-Ann is writing everything down.
I can get Carrie-Ann, I can get you a copy of this book if you want.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, I got like 6 in case one of them, you know, breaks or falls apart.
Whoa.
Or...
Can I have? I just really like books.
Oh,
Can
hell
I
yeah.
have a copy?
Hell yeah, Phoebe.
Awesome.
Amazing.
Usually I like fiction, but this feels like not that it's fictionless. I'm not saying that it is fiction, but it is like supernatural.
Before we go do this, I have 2 important questions for you both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Phoebe, I feel like we're all friends. Can I call you Phoebe now? Phoebes?
Sure.
Yes.
Phoebe's just like no, people used to call me that. Now they don't call me that anymore, but like it's really cool that people are starting to call me that again.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it. But only if you like
Great.
it.
No, I super like it.
Cool. All right. Now, Carrie-Ann, stay with me for this one. Ready?
Uh-oh.
Carrie-Ann, CA, abbreviation for Canada. Can I call you Canada?
I'd rather you called me Camp, but I feel like in the context of where we are and work, that might be a little bit confusing.
Yeah.
So would Carrie-Ann be okay? Is that an okay nickname?
Fuck
It's
yeah,
like-
Carrie-Ann's great.
Carrie-Ann's an abbreviation for my name and middle name and last name.
What if it was Camp Canada?
I mean, that is part of my expansion plan for when I take over the camp, so I would rather you not give that idea away to
Right.
to Jenny, who definitely wants my job. So, yeah.
Oh, we'll make sure that doesn't happen. But cool.
no,
Carrie-Ann it is. I
thanks.
love it. I love it. It's such a cool fucking name anyway. It's got that cool hyphen in the middle.
Look at those corners. I mean,
Yeah, trash corners.
Embarrassing.
Throw those corners in the fucking trash is what I say.
yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the form, by the way. And then I spread out the form on top of
Ooh.
Liz's book so we can look at it.
Great. What are they requesting?
Okay, yeah. This is for the new...
Sorry, Eric. I forgot you were here for a second. I don't.
We were just like having a conversation.
That's fine. I'm chilling. I'm not doing anything. The mystery is just advancing. It's not a big deal. This is for the new flycatcher cabin. So remember, flycatchers are kids who are going into 6th grade. This is for the girls' cabin. Here's the thing about why they call it the new flycatchers cabin is that like the camp recently got a big donation from one set of parents for their daughter, and they earmarked it so that the cabin she was going into, which they were going to be a flycatcher, needs to be better. The cabin needs to be better. They didn't actually execute on this for 5 years, and this their daughter is not a camper anymore. But there's one cabin that is so nice and so big. It's like noticeably bigger than all the other ones, and it's also right next to the shower house, and it has the breezeway that connects the cabin to the shower
That's
house.
nice.
So like you don't get wet if you're running from your cabin to the shower house. In my head, this is just what happened at summer camp. Is like there were toilets in your cabin, but like you showered in the shower house together. Like a big building that had
shower
all the
area.
showers in it. Yeah. So that's just like that's how I imagine it at this camp as well. But the flycatcher cabin was super big, really, really nice, very new, and of course then also right next to the bathrooms. Just the way the cabins are set up. It's like normal cabin, normal cabin, normal cabin, giant cabin, normal cabin, normal cabin, normal cabin. And the counselors are requisitioning more beds because they said that the old beds are disappearing and there aren't enough beds for the campers.
Okay.
So, I'm more of a outdoor kid. Am I reading this word disappearing correctly? Is that like slang for something or?
No, I don't think disappearing is I think disappearing is probably pretty literal in this sense.
Huh.
Yeah.
I
And,
smell something wrong.
Yeah.
I think so.
I smell something funky. And I am also really concerned about the showers because they are so close to this cabin. And if something bad happens, that's the nicest cabin. I think I'm going to go and try to check out the water treatment facility here in camp. And then I'll meet you guys over at that cabin.
Yeah, whatever you want. I suspect something that isn't just furniture walking itself out in the middle of the night is happening. And hopefully no campers are being scapegoated and bullied for it this time.
Not this time. Yeah.
We'll see.
So right now, I think we have 2 options, right? We have one, someone is perpetuating a underground black market cabin
For beds.
bed selling ring, or 2, monster eats beds.
Now listen, guys. I know I'm intense about camp, okay? I would be the first. Listen, I know.
No, Carrie-Ann, no.
I
I
like
would
the
be-
right amount of intense about it.
There's
Thank
not
you both. You're
no
very nice friends,
passion.
best friends.
Love it.
Best friends forever. I would be the first person in line to buy a vintage camp bed for me to sleep at camp when I am not, in fact, at camp. The 9 months of the year I am not allowed to be at camp. I think I might know if that was happening. So, excellent thought. I think it might be the other option, unfortunately.
Yeah. Are these
Okay.
beds edible? We don't even know. What are they made out of? Maybe it's made out of skin
Wood,
and bones and
metal?
meat. Metal. This
Wait,
one
can I
is-
look at my bed and see if it's wood or metal?
They're wood. They're made out of
Okay,
wood.
they're wood. Great. So probably wood,
Probably
right?
would.
Carrie
yes.
whispers the serial number from the Sears catalog to herself.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm a little scatterbrained. Seeing the monsters have really messed with my reality. I don't know. Anything could be anything.
Anything can be anything. Yeah.
Guys, I'm trying to sleep. I swear to God, leave.
Who is that?
It's Dougie. Come on.
Okay.
Get out of here.
Dougie, it's the middle of the day. We're allowed to talk in our
so
cabin.
much. I need to sleep. I need to fix my joints.
I need my 30 hours.
I
Dougie,
need
that's too
12
many hours.
plus 2 more hours a day.
Sorry, Dougie.
Are you okay? Like, are
No,
you sick?
it
Should we
hurts
take
all
take
the
you to the
time.
nurse?
My joints hurt all the time extra because it's raining. Go
Want
away.
some aspirin or?
Shut up.
All right, we leave then, I guess.
Phoebes, you sure you're gonna be okay by yourself on this sanitation mission?
Yeah, I mean, nothing bad has happened to me when I was by myself at camp before, so it's probably all fine.
Okay.
Famously, nothing bad has happened to me while I was by myself at camp.
Pillows are being thrown at you from the other side of the
I
chamber.
Oh, I'm
was
saying this
so
as we're walking out.
quietly.
Yeah.
It's from 2,000 feet away. You're going to get my pillows. Yeah, wonderful. We want to split up.
I think Carrie-Ann and I want to go to the new flycatcher cabin.
I'd be happy doing both parts together. We can stop by the treatment on our way.
Sure. Yeah, let's do the cabin first because the septic tanks are actually pretty far away from the rest of camp. It's like you have to go all the way up the hill, and that's where the tennis courts are, and then you have to go up you have to cross the tennis courts and go up another hill. And it's raining, so you have to go all the way up at the top of the hill. That's like all the way in the back behind the girls' cabins.
We can like totally slide back down though when we're done, which is kind of fun.
Shit, yeah.
I love that. We can grab lunch trays. That would be awesome.
Oh, Carrie-Ann.
Okay, cool. Let's wrap up this furniture thing quick, and then we can go do that.
Yes.
I love this.
Hell yeah.
Best friends.
Best
Friends.
All right, everyone goes to the cabin. You know, there's nobody out. Again, the rain is starting to come down harder, except for the various campers that are running around and sliding around in the mud on the field. And they're like,
Watch out
"Yeah,
for teeth.
I feel so free!" Just like sliding face first across the field.
Hey, not face first. Not face first, feet first.
Feet first.
Screw you! I'm muddy. You can't catch me.
Excuse me? Accidental jinx on that kid.
You watch a 9-year-old just fucking eat it.
That's why we said feet first.
I said feet first.
Maybe
right.
the teeth come from the people that go feet first and lose teeth.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Damn. Oh yeah, you head over to the flycatcher cabin, and inside you see that there are 10 girls in the cabin, are kind of all just sitting in the middle of the cabin, and they're playing high stakes poker with massive amounts of candy. I don't know
Fucking
where they got
cool.
all this candy. You see one girl push like 5 Hershey bars to the middle and
Whoa,
say,
Full size? Full size?
full size.
Whoa.
And
Damn.
she says, "I call." Bunch of girls throw down their cards. They, too rich for my blood. No, I'm not going to be able to compete with that.
Phoebe like holds up her hands to cover everything that's happening in the middle of the room.
Just like covers Carrie-Ann's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, it's okay. It's not cash, so it's probably fine.
I didn't see a thing.
I don't know.
Yeah, how do you want to enter? What do you want to do?
Well, I think Les would go behind his two compatriots here and like timidly knock to make sure, because he's
Oh, for sure.
it's a
Yeah.
girls' cabin. He wants to make sure that he is not intruding.
Everyone's decent, Les. Like, I mean, they are playing poker, so Like no one's.
La 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 la. Oh, hey girls. We're here about the bed, the furniture stuff. Can someone want to be brave and stand up and raise your hand and tell us what's been going on?
They all look up at the three of you, and they kind of like all drop their cards at the same time. And someone like falls backwards and tries to cover all the candy that's on the ground.
No one's in trouble.
We're not here for the candy.
Everything's okay.
They all have their hands up.
Are you all volunteering to like give us information about what's going on with the bed situation in here? If so, you. And then Phoebe just like points to one of them.
Yeah, none of them say anything, and as you point to one of the girls, they say, there's no bed situation. I don't know what you mean.
What would be like really helpful, truly helpful, especially if we like walked into a situation where people were gambling with candy, which is not what's happening here.
Candling.
Nice one. What would be like really helpful for us to like kind of like definitely not see that thing that was happening is if you were like, to be very forthcoming with information about the requisition that we were sent to ask about.
Phoebes, let's manipulate someone here.
Great. That's charm, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh boy, -1. Let's go. I got a 6.
Let me help you.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, I got a 10 to help, so you get a +2, Julia.
Woo!
Nice.
So that's an 8?
That's an 8. Okay. Wonderful.
It's a mixed success, right?
Yeah, mixed success.
And in order to help, I back you up, and I'm like, yep, just like the Mississippi rule, where you drop something and you can eat it before 5 Mississippis. If I'm not around the presence of rule breaking for more than 5 minutes, I don't have to say anything about it.
For a second, I thought you were making up the state of Mississippi. Like the rule, the Mississippi rule is you can still gamble with candy as long as it's fresh or something.
Yes, exactly. Yes, south of a certain latitude.
I think that all of the girls kind of look at each other surreptitiously and it's like, okay, one moment. And they all get in a big huddle. And they go, pss, pss, pss. Okay, fine. No, it's fine. Okay. Pss, yes, I'm going to ask for that. I think we should do this. Yeah, Brenda, we get it. Pss, pss, pss. Okay, and they all like turn back around. And they all stand up at the same time. And one of the girls steps forward and says, okay, we'll tell you what's happening with the cabin as long as we get to ask Les a bunch of questions.
Phoebe looks at Les being like, is that okay?
I guess. I mean, I'm kind of an open book. What do you want to know? You want to like knots?
One, Les, how tall are you?
It changes every year, right? Because I'm consistently growing. So like, I think
you're so funny.
Phoebe's just like, what is happening?
I don't know.
What's going on?
6'1" right now usually. It depends on the day, of course.
One girl gives another girl a Snickers bar.
Damn
Two.
it, guys.
Do you
want to
think...
learn how to tie some knots? I can teach you how to do that. Or stake a tent.
I want to learn how to tie some knots. Like three girls like just barrel forward.
Okay.
No, hold on. Wait.
Hey,
Hey, girls, hold on. 2. Do you think you're the cutest CIT?
Okay, people, we don't ask people about how
A
cute
deal
they are.
is a deal.
I personally believe that attraction is a function of the individual taste of the person and also the inherent good qualities that the other person might possess.
Ha, same. 3. What's your favorite sport to play?
Climbing.
Cool. And 4, do you want any candy?
Yeah. You guys got any take 5s?
Yeah. Well, take 5 hits you in the face.
Oh, jeez.
One of the girls threw it so hard immediately. It was
Ow.
in her hand.
Thank you.
Can we also have a piece of candy?
No.
Oh, I'll split it with y'all then. Who sent me the take 5? Thank you. Who?
It was me. It was great. Okay.
What's your name?
Jennifer.
Thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate it.
Jennifer's face turns as red as a tomato.
Yes.
Guys, why haven't we made Eric play 11-year-old girls before? This
I
is so
don't
cute.
know.
The right decision.
Okay, so here's what happened. Is that thank you, Les, for answering our questions. We'll have more questions here, and we want you. We're going to tell our counselors that you're going to bring us some grilled cheeses late at night as a special treat.
Excuse me?
Grilled waffle cheeses.
Well, yes. When it's all waffles,
Maple
it's
syrup.
just kind of we just drop the waffle part. It's all waffle.
Drop the waffle, get in the car. Sorry, it's just for me.
But it's very important to have y'all had a maple grilled cheese. It's extremely good.
Okay, I'll try it. Thank you, Les. Okay, so yeah, we've been losing a few of our beds, and they're gone.
Like, how physically, how does that happen? Like, do you go to bed in it and then you wake up on the floor?
Well, sometimes we like fall asleep in each other's beds at the same time,
Sure.
and then we go back to our other beds, and we're like, oh, the bed's gone. I guess that like Jennifer and Ryan all are sleeping together now for the considerable future.
And are like the mattresses and the sheets and stuff still here? Like, is it just the furniture, or does everything go?
Yeah, everything's gone. I don't know where it goes. We told our counselors about it, but like they're off kissing their boyfriends and girlfriends. So like they said, we haven't seen them in like 3 days.
Yeah, where do they go to kiss?
They don't share their kissing spots with us. If you know where the kissing spot, Les, do you know where the kissing spots are?
Les, don't answer that.
Phoebe looks at Les. Do you?
Do you get any clues when they come? So wait, they haven't been back in 3 days. Is that true?
Yeah, we haven't seen them in 3 days.
That is very bad.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell anyone sooner?
Because they told us that like sometimes they're just gone kissing their boyfriends and girlfriends
For
and then
3
they come back.
days?
Well, they were gone for like 2 days before, and then they came back and gave us a pizza party, and it was fine.
What? That seems bad.
What are their names?
Oh no! I had to come up with names for these counselors. Is Lana and Lana with 2 N's.
Okay.
Cool.
And the Lanas aren't like out kissing each other.
They might.
out kissing-
They don't share that information with us.
Well, you said that they were kissing their boyfriends and girlfriends, and you know what? I shouldn't be curious about what the Lanas get up to.
Hey,
That's true.
Hey, Phoebes, it's cool to be curious. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll remember that, Les. Thank you.
Hey, Jennifer, thanks.
Cool. Nice, cool. So yeah, we've been missing other things, but it's kind of fun. What
other thing? Hold on,
Like
no,
what?
backtrack. What other things?
Oh, I don't know where some of my clothes are, and we're
What?
missing our broom, and the back door is gone, and all that
The
stuff.
back door's
Girls.
gone.
Yeah, is that bad?
Yeah.
There's
Oh.
bears.
Also, my foot is gone. And one of them you see has just shows you just a cauterized stump of their foot.
What?
Macy.
Is that recent? Do you usually have a prosthesis? What's happening here?
No, I don't. Is this bad? Should I go to the nurse?
Oh my god, yes.
Okay. We're gonna go to the nurse right now, I think.
Les, do you want to see it? You can see my bone. Is it that cool? Do you like that?
No.
Two of you escort Macy to the nurse because this is extremely bad and probably hospital worthy, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what's
then I'm
cool?
gonna miss the mudsliding.
You know what's cool?
Good.
Safety and health.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll go to the nurse.
Phoebe's just standing here is this what a panic attack is? Because I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack.
Oh, also unrelated. Is this secret door that we found bad?
What?
What?
As they move the candy aside, and there's just a trap door, a basement trap door in the middle of the cabin that they were playing cards on.
Okay, the three of you go to the nurse. The rest of you go mudding or whatever.
Woo!
We're gonna deal with the secret door, I guess.
Yeah, what Phoebe said.
Yeah. If your counselors aren't back by bedtime, then go bunk with the younger girls, okay?
Okay, bye.
You can feed them candy and stay up too late.
Okay, bye, Les.
Bye.
As all the campers run out, they all throw off their shirts and they're wearing their bathing suits underneath, fully prepared to go mudding. Even the girls who are helping Macy run out, being like, "We're mudding first, then the nurse."
No.
My bones exposed.
Having way too many emotions right now, and I don't know. Okay, trapdoor, I guess?
Hey, Phoebes, take 5. And I give you the take 5.
You're so funny, Les. Ah!
I'm just kidding. You can process your emotions however you want to process your emotions.
Okay.
It's fine.
It's a good joke.
I think Phoebe like just grabs the Snickers and starts
Cries.
eating them. Being like, okay.
So, this seems worse than we thought.
Yeah. Okay, what do we know? We know bed's gone, clothing's gone.
Foot gone.
Yeah,
Foot gone.
wood things, it seems.
Also clothes.
The back door is fully gone.
So, like, natural materials, wood, cloth, bone.
Meat.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
But not candy.
Not candy.
Here's also a good point: is that when you look at the other beds, the beds are nicer. The beds are metal here. They're new. They're new beds. They're not the old beds that you guys have in your cabin.
Oh.
Like some Williams Sonoma ass metal bunk beds.
So metal and wood and flesh and bone and clothing.
Can I investigate a mystery? Is now a good time to do
Yeah, if someone wants to investigate a mystery, I think it's on.
that? Okay. I got a 9 + 1 for a 10.
Let's go, baby. Ask me 2 of these investigative mystery questions.
All right, team best friends, what do we think we should ask here? I think what sort of creature is it is good.
Yeah, where did it go, maybe? Or what's it going to do?
Where did it go and what kind of creature is it?
Yes, I think that and also what can it do would be useful.
I think knowing what the creature is won't necessarily help us on its own.
Sure.
So let's say, where did it go and what can it do?
Yeah.
Where did it go? Okay. Y'all pop open the trapdoor and you stick your head down. Use one of the various flashlights I know you all have.
Got a headlamp.
So
Oh, yeah. Les reaches down with his headlamp. And you look down and there's like... The reason this cabin is so big is that there seems to be a whole other level down there that is like dark and dank. And you look in and with the casting the light of the headlamp, you see that there's like, I don't know what to say other than it looks like there's a full like American Ninja Warrior gym down there. Like there's a full gymnasium down there with various rooms and hallways and areas that you could poke around in. It seems like there's an archery course there. There's like a gymnastics set. There's an old pool that has water in there you could still see. It is so big down there in the trapdoor.
I'm going to yell out, "Hello?" And then, thank you, Amanda. You knew what I was going to say already.
What you do hear back is, "Ribbit? Ribbit?"
Nope. And I pop out of the thing.
What can it do? You poke around the cabin without the girls in there, and you see that this place is super clean. Carrie-Ann and Phoebe, you know, although boys' cabins get nasty because they do not clean up after themselves, girls' cabins, they like throw trash in places, and they just like, it's like they're actively trying to make it disgusting, right? Like boys do it passively, but it seems like girls' cabins are actively disgusting. This place is so clean. There is no dust. There is no grime. You look in the bathrooms. The bathrooms are immaculate. And they even said that their broom and their dustpan were gone. So that's also something. But you also see there are parts of the cabin are also destroyed and gone as well. Like you look at one of the toilets and like there should be a pipe that connects this to the rest of the water. It's just not. There's just no water in that toilet. Yeah, you look at the back door and fully there's just like a full piece of the cabin that's taken out. I think in terms of what it can do is that it seems like this monster has destroyed and cleaned up a lot of stuff.
Well, best friends, I think we solved this mystery. Let's go.
What?
What?
There was a thing that ribbited?
No. Was there?
I want to read a bad situation about the thing that ribbited down in the Ninja Warrior thing.
You gotta get closer. That's the best I can give you.
Well, I'm gonna stick my head in.
But
then.
you gotta get down there. There's a.
Is there like a ladder?
Yeah, it seems like this is the side of the complex here, and there's like the ladder that's welded into the side there of just like the little monkey bars.
Okay.
So you can head down there if you'd like.
I'm gonna do that.
Phoebe, what are you doing? Don't do that.
Complex emotions, and then Phoebe just like goes down.
We gotta know. And Carrie-Ann will follow.
God damn it. Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think all three of you want to go down there.
I mean, want is a strong word.
Sure. Yeah. I think you head down into the bottom secret gymnasium basement here. As you head down there, it's still immaculately clean down here. You're looking for dust everywhere. There's not there. Also, you look in the pool. Pool seems fine. There's no like algae or nasty stuff or even like a stick in the pool down there. But yeah, those are like the three main wings, and there's some other stuff kind of just thrown out there. Is there something you want to investigate? There's like an archery course, a pool, and like a gymnastics ninja warrior kind of like obstacle course.
Okay, I do want to investigate the archery course, but there's also a secondary thing that I want to do, which is when you were describing the cabin, you were saying that it had like a breezeway pass to where the showers are.
Sure.
Does the footprint of this extend over to where the showers are?
Good question.
Yes, it extends underneath.
Okay. I'm going to hit up the archery course real quick
Yeah.
because I want to look and see if there are arrows and stuff like that there. Quiver and bow, perhaps.
Yeah, you head over to the archery. Yeah, on like a little stand, there's a few different bows and just fully tipped, ready to go arrows.
Tight. I'm going to grab some of those.
Sure, Julia, you have a new weapon.
Cool.
You now have a bow and arrow. It is 1 harm reload far.
Great. I think Phoebe is like, I read a book recently that was like about a romance about a girl who like does archery and is like really good at it. And then also she's like surviving the apocalypse.
Cool.
Sounds like a good book.
Phoebe, show them what you can do. Demonstrate your power on the top of the animal food chain.
Hi.
Use your skills, amuse your friends, have them fear you and your abilities.
Hi again. Sup?
What? Who are you
Oh,
talking to?
I had the answer to your question before.
Can we hear
Because
this voice?
it wasn't bear. Phoebe just keeps going. It wasn't a bear. It wasn't wolves. Les said moose.
I did say, who are you talking to?
Carrie-Ann like inches close to Les and is just like, let her have this moment.
It's unfortunate you were not able to figure this out for yourself.
So it's not moose.
I didn't say that.
Okay. But it is moose.
Phoebe, do a cool shot and amuse your friends, please.
All right, cool. I'll do
Demonstrate your
that.
power over them.
Oh, heck yeah.
Make your friends kneel in front of your power, please. Phoebe, come on.
Okay. And then
Phoebe, come
Phoebe
on.
just like takes the bow and arrow and shoots it at the target.
Ah!
Give me a weird roll.
Cool. That is a 10.
Oh, you rolled a 10?
I rolled a 10.
Oh, hot damn. All right. Phoebes, what does it look like when you shoot a bow and an arrow? I think this is like, it's fully an archery course. Like there's a place for you to stand on one side and there's like a bunch of different bullseyes like in a row there. So what does it look like when you do this?
I think that it takes Phoebe like a couple of tries to like knock the arrow, and pulling it back, her arm is a little bit like wibbly wobbly because it takes a lot of upper body strength to shoot a bow and arrow. But then when it lets off, the arrow catches the same like ice blue electric energy that Phoebe's magic has been manifesting as, and fires directly into the target.
Yeah. It hit it right as a bullseye, and somehow it hits the bullseye to the right and to the left of the target you were shooting at.
Oh, that's cool as hell.
That's amazing.
I must be really good at archery. I read so much about it that I must have just gotten really good at it. Like you know how like they say if you like put a book underneath your head before a test, you like osmosis the information. That's what it must have been like.
Les flips open his book rapidly and says, "Oh, Phoebe, are you a monster? What?" And he starts like flipping to blue.
What? No, I just read a lot of books.
What? And that gives you blue light power?
Tell him yes. Tell him it makes you powerful.
Books make you powerful.
Yeah, I know that,
yeah,
but like
damn
not in
it,
a literal
Phoebe.
sense.
Phoebe, come on.
What?
I'm asking you a question. Why are you saying what?
Because someone's telling me to come on, and that's weird, right?
Who?
I don't know. A moose, I think.
Does anyone have a crush on me? Because from what's happened in the last 5 minutes, I'm just like, I feel really kind of left out here, and it's distracting me.
Did you just ask if anyone has a crush on you?
Yeah.
I'm sure, Dougie Fresh kind of like gives you the eyes sometimes.
Oh.
You cut back to Dougie Fresh, and he just looks so angry. Like, oh, just you asleep.
We're not anywhere near him.
It's a Family Guy cutaway to Dougie Fresh,
Yeah,
then you
yeah.
come back. Once again, you hear echoing through the gymnasium, you hear, Ribbit? Ribbit?
Ah, son of a bitch!
Okay, we're coming after that. Who are you?
Well.
Excuse me?
And you see that a hole kind of just like stretches open in the side of the gymnasium, and out steps out like a 2-foot frog. Ribbit, well. It seems that you've discovered the wonderful world of the secret gymnasium underneath the cabin. My name is Frederick the Frog, and did you know that 1 gram of toxin produced by the skin of golden poison dart frog could kill 100,000 people?
I did actually know that. I read a book and I did a thing in 6th grade about poison dart frogs.
Phoebe, when you read that book, did you also become poisonous? I'm very confused about
Yeah,
your power.
because from just the trend, that seems like what would have happened, maybe?
Here's another fun fact. A frog completely sheds its skin about once a week. After it pulls off the old dead skin, the frog usually eats it. Did you know that?
Why are you talking? What are you?
Sir? Phoebe raises her hand again.
Yes. Ribbit.
What? This is a really interesting book report on poison dart frogs that you're giving us this moment. Have you been eating stuff in here besides your skin?
No, I haven't, but I know who has, and it's a good thing the chosen one came down here to save me.
Less face.
Phoebe's like, what? One more time, please. The words that you just said, can you say those one more time?
Chosen one, save me.
Do you have a crush on me?
That frog better have a crush on Carrie-Ann. That's all I got to say.
If Frederick the Frog doesn't crush a Carrie-Ann, I'm gonna be pissed.